Hello and welcome to our YieldRiser Learn to Video series. I'm Jana and today we will talk about 11 ways on how to increase your revenue through more ads impressions on your applications, websites and mobile sites. So let's get started.
Tell me about the first 3 ways.
The first one is the size optimization of online advertising. Configure the display of advertisements to enable viewing of few sizes of ads within the frame of one ad space. For example, if the space is on the top of the page allocated to a 970 to 250 size, then it is worth designing the surface in a way that a 728 x 90 size and a 9070 to 90 size will fit into it as well. It will allow optimal fulfillment and is directly reflected in the increase of an average revenue eCPM from the chosen advertising space. Second is the optimization of types and numbers of advertisements on a website. A lot depends on the amount of the content on the website itself. The type of the content can be text, photographs, video materials. Some websites introduce a main page that can be scrolled for a long time. While scrolling, it uploads extra content. In this case, it is worth placing more than 5 ads on a wall that has been scrolled for such a long time. This, however, requires special configuration. Please be careful in placing more than 5 ads on your page. Third one is the visibility of advertisements. Most advertisers want to pay for adverts that will be seen by someone. Current technologies of placing advertisements allow us to measure their visibility and also to check what is the so-called percentage of advertising visibility in which space. As a result, advertisers more eagerly buy and have higher bid on those advertising spaces that are better and longer seen by users. Due to that, it is worth taking into account so-called floating ads while designing advertising spaces. They accompany a user while scrolling a page, but an advertisement doesn't cover the content of the scrolled page.
Are there any tips for mobile sites?
The fourth is adjusting ads to mobile sites. Well-fitted advertisements on mobile devices usually reach 2 or 3 times higher CPM rates than normal display ads. Therefore, it is important to properly define the space of impression in accordance with the rules of mobile ads impressions. They cannot be placed too high on the web page, too close to content, and so on. If the website is responsive web design, which is in short RWD, or which means that it adjusts a size to a device, then it is worth taking care of and testing. If advertisements also adjust properly, as it can happen, that a mobile device shows a 970 to 90 size advert and respectively a desktop size displays a 300 x 50 banner.
Could you tell me some tips for applications?
The fifth are ads and applications. The decision on what advertising formats should be and what times they are to be displayed, as well as the frequency of their impressions, have to be decided upon. In news applications, ads will preferably accompany given content. Full-screen ads may be applied in between articles. It is worth limiting their number to maximum 2-3 ads during one session for a user. If your application is a game, then full-screen adverts should be placed between levels or stages. The break between levels will allow a user to fully notice the advert. Do not place this type of the advert every time a user does something, as in such a case the user will become irritated and may not want to use the application. The sixth way is adding many sources to demand. There are a lot of companies that monetize the advertising space of online websites and applications. Skillful juggling with emission codes, constant FX measurement give possibility to increase revenue by 15–40%. In case of online websites, it is worth joining few SSP platforms or ad exchange and situating them in accordance with the waterfall strategy, from the most expensive to the cheapest. Some ad service systems have a function so-called hero bidding, pre-bidding, advanced bidding that allows them to offer their space to few ad exchanges at the same time before calling an advertisement emission code from ad server. It results in significant increase, more than 20% in revenue from the sale of the space. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and please tune in next week for our part 2, 11 ways on how to increase your revenue from your ads impressions. So see ya!